This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by GoDaddy.com, 99cent.com with code MMA Nuts 99. Save 30% off new orders with code MMA Nuts 30. ButcherBox, it's basically your meat for the month in a box. Get $10 off with code MMA Nuts. Comp and Save, ink, toner, and printer accessories. Get $5 off 10 with code MMA5X10. MedX Supply, get $5 off, $100 code MMA-N5, or $10 off 200 with code MMA-N10. Defense Soap, used by more champions in more countries than any other brand. Save 15% off with code MMA Nuts. Hey fans, MMA Nuts, episode 323!
323!
My name's Segal Michael.
Back with MMA show by MMA fans, for MMA fans, we're walking line between serious and ridiculous. What's happening? Just watch UFC Fight Night. BJ Penn, Yair Rodriguez!
Let's take a moment of silence
Woo, woo, woo.
for a legend. Most likely last time we've seen him.
You look like you had to have. I'll just say it. I'm throwing it out there and go.
The HIV?
I think the man has Hep C or PBA.
Or Hep
What
B?
was the commercial they were just promoting? PBA?
Pabst Blue Ribbon?
Oh no!
PBC? PBC?
Something. PBC?
I don't know. You can always tell
Shit.
the demographic of people watching a certain program by the commercials. And we started seeing a lot of shit about like Viagra and like dick pills, like and PBA and PBC and like hemorrhoid
Hep C.
shit. What was that? Shaq's promoting that cream?
Some icy hot.
Icy hot.
Rub it on your ass.
Like, wow, dude.
Make it all work out.
And then I'm like, who are these fucking? Who are these? I'm like, wait a second, I'm in that demographic. Damn it! I can say I've never used icy hot. Have you used it?
No.
Okay, not yet.
Would never use it.
I put it on my balls. Get that shit icy and hot.
Put it on and then make someone lick it off.
That's right.
What?
Yeah,
So-
it's pretty disappointing to see BJ. Well, I mean, it's not really fair. They put like this hungry young guy up against an aging legend. I mean, what really is the purpose of that? I don't know. Do you know?
Yeah, it's like a passing the torch, changing up the guard kind of thing. I go back. I was joking, like all my old things. I've kind of blocked out the last 10 years of MMA, but maybe this one is in there. I think it's one of like Rich Franklin fought Ken Shamrock.
Right.
Just to kind of like get the guy a win over a notable name, like pass him off. They're trying to make this guy a huge star in Mexico. Huge Mexican contingent here.
Yes.
Let it be Talking Stick Arena. What was it?
Yes, the talking stick. It's an Indian thing.
Resort Casino or whatever. Okay.
Right.
And
He who holds the stick gets to talk, Matt. That's how it works. Okay. We need a stick in this show.
I have the
Just
stick
pass
in my
one around.
pantalones.
I don't want to hold that
azules.
stick. Oh, my own stick. But it's a physical thing. It's got a
There you
feather
go.
on it. Sticks up. Just keep passing it around. Whoever
Okay.
holds that fucking stick, that's who gets to talk.
Well, apparently BJ Penn doesn't get to talk. He just out of the arena, no BJPenn.com, but the whole fight looked like Yair was just 10 steps ahead of Penn, and I didn't think the head kicks were gonna drop him, but I mean, you
they
get
did.
enough of them, you're gonna get dropped. And
Well, the game plan seemed off, or BJ just didn't execute. I can't imagine they told him to stand on the outside and try to lunge in and box. That doesn't really make sense.
no, well, you should be in boxing range or
Yes.
trying to take him down or clinch range. You don't want to be in kick range with Yair.
No.
Because then he threw so much weird shit. Like even there was a leg kick that dropped BJ at some point. Yeah, I just feel it was a terrible matchup, and all his matchups went from bad to worse. I think the best one was when he was first supposed to come back, and they said, "Oh, we're gonna do BJ Penn versus Dennis Seaver."
Yeah,
that
perfect.
seemed to make perfect sense, right?
I like it. I
And
was all
then
for that one.
I think there was someone else, and then there was a Ricardo Lamas in there.
Not
and
good
then
either.
Finally, we go up to Yair. I'm like, he is the worst opponent for you.
Yeah.
Style-wise, like you don't want to fight the young buck with the super aggressive style. And it did not work out tonight. And what do you think is next now for BJ? Do you think we're going to see him fight again? Or what? Because I don't feel like we
Matt
really got to.
Hughes!
I'm okay with that. I don't
Again.
feel like we got to see, you know, however many years he's been with Greg Jackson now.
Yeah.
I just feel like this was a terrible matchup.
I don't know what he's going to do. I mean, 38 he just turned. That's pretty damn old. And I'd like to see him have a super fight, you know, against who I don't know. But, you know, not Matt Hughes. I'm kidding about that because we've seen that fight how many
Go to
times.
Bellator. Maybe test out the sauce, huh?
BJ on the sauce. I don't think he would do it. His ego is probably too big.
Oh,
for
I don't know. The man won't stop fighting. He is 38. I don't think 145 pounds is the right division. I think he didn't look healthy. I'd like to see him at 155. You know, as you go down, though, the speed goes up from all the other guys, and you're fighting a guy who's super young, and I didn't like the chance, and I'd want to see another performance. And I think you're right. I think it's got to be against someone else who's been around for a while. I don't know if you bring Matt Hughes out of retirement, GSP out of retirement, but he needs to go way down on the totem pole. Maybe get that Dennis Seaver fight.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm for that.
It's either that, or he goes, in my book, go to Bellator, do some drugs, kick some ass.
Drugs. I'm all for it.
I don't know. The other fights, let's just briefly mention we had Joe Lozon fighting somebody, and clearly lost that fight, right?
Yes. And one judge had it 30-27 against him, and then everybody else 29-28. Even Joe was like, I don't know that I don't fucking agree with this situation.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
He did not win that fight. I don't know what they were watching, but you win some, you lose some. He did get screwed a fight or two ago, so I don't know. It must be, you know.
It was in the air. I'm surprised that BJ Penn didn't get announced the winner because we had the same thing happen in the Ben Saunders versus Court McGee fight, where I thought, hey, Court McGee won that fight.
2 and 3, I had McGee winning.
Yeah. And then, like, oh, Ben Saunders wins. Like, what? I mean, not the most entertaining of cards either, but I enjoyed the Penn fight. I don't want to see him get crushed, obviously, but these things happen in MMA.
He landed a few shots. You know, he looked better than his last performance.
Yeah, he wasn't Johnny upright.
Nope.
I still feel he should have come out John Sullivan style, like
just to fuck with
this. Just initially, like I'm coming out, hands apart, gangs in New York style. You know, let's do this.
Yeah, there's a bunch of cards this month too, like a bunch of free shit happening, right? So
yeah, and then you have that weird card, the UFC 208 that they're promoting the shit out of. We could talk a little bit. So you have Holly Holm versus Jermaine something or other. I was surprised in the promo, right? They're saying Holly Holm just lost her last 2 fights, so she's moving up to 145. How is that a selling feature for this fight? Am I missing something?
I don't know.
Fuck.
They seem to think it's a selling feature.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to say that at all. I just keep showing her knock out fucking Ronda Rousey over and over, just 15 times. This is the bitch that knocked out Ronda Rousey.
Different angles.
Enough said. What else do you need? She's moving up to 145. She's here to kick ass. You guys ready or what? Doesn't matter who she's fighting. Doesn't matter if Cyborg's not fighting. It's Holly Holm. That's how they need to approach this. That's how I'm in.
They need to hire you, Matt.
Maybe. I'll be your hype man. And then what was the other fight? Anderson Silva versus Derek Brunson?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. That was just announced this week or two. You got me, man. I guess he needs to fight some fights on his contract. Does he have like a 12-fight contract?
Yeah, Anderson. I think he was the first guy that signed one of those 10 or 15 fight contracts.
Yeah.
Where you look at him and go, why are you doing this? You are killing yourself. Unless you've locked the UFC into such a high rate and just said, okay, I'm making $500,000 for each of my fights, then I could see that, especially when you're on the tail end. But fuck, because he hasn't won in a while either. Like, he's on a skid.
3 fight? 4?
Yeah.
Was it Cormier? Who was on that fight? Cormier? No.
Jacare versus Tim Boach was also on that. Yep. Another one. And I don't know if it's this new matchmaker that's making these very awkward matches where, okay, I mean, Anderson and Brunson are at least semi-close. I think they're 7 and 8. Yep. And then you have Jacare, who is like 2 or 3 versus Boach, who maybe 15. What are we doing here? I don't understand this style of matchmaking.
And it's a dangerous fight because Boach is tough, and I know Jacare should steamroll him, but he could easily still lose that fight too.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, so it's kind of scary. Maybe he knows something we don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. 208's looking like, eh.
That's weird. And other thing I forgot to mention about this card that just happened is this guy, Alexei. I don't know what his last name was, Olenek, where he got the Ezekiel choke from, he was mounted on bottom and chokes the guy and gets the submission from bottom. Like, this is ridiculous. I didn't know this was possible. It said this was the first Ezekiel choke in UFC history.
Yeah. I mean, with the gi for sure, but no gi, I don't know.
This guy's grip and squeeze must have just been
like
retarded, man.
Yeah.
He's got retard strength for
That's
Bob.
Right. Yeah. I've never seen that happen in no gi that I recall. That would be weird.
Unless, I mean, the guy on top just had such a shitty ground game. He's like, whatever, I'm in no danger here. Oops.
Yeah.
But craziness. So, what else you got for some news here?
Shit, you're ready for that? The opening.
Or do you want to, you know, there's another fight happening on Saturday of next week. We have the Bellator fight between Tito Ortiz and Chael Sonnen. I don't, you know, I'm thinking about this fight. I really don't even know who to pick in that one.
I like Chael Sonnen.
Do you?
Did you watch the promo?
No.
But, oh, man, that's good stuff. I put it on our Facebook. The Chael, they got a whole little thing they're doing about Chael, and, like, he's talking about his dad and how his dad, like, you know, was a working man. He was a plumber, I think, and how Chael never
in the pipe.
He never turned down a fight. And he always wanted to get he told his dad before he died that he was going to beat Tito Ortiz, and here's his chance.
Well, he beat him in wrestling.
Yeah, but
He wants to do it in MMA.
yeah, because he felt like Tito was, you know, he beat Tito, and then Tito went and became an MMA star, and he was like, I fucking beat that guy. Like, that's bullshit. And he's always chasing this dude, and now, like, he even cried on this thing. I don't know. I mean,
really?
Oh yeah, it's
They
on.
spray him in the face with some pepper spray.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this man's feeling the feels. I was like, this is a real thing. It's not bullshit Chael Sonnen. Like, it's a real thing. He told his father he was going to beat Tito Ortiz and win the championship. Here's his chance. So, I don't know, man. I'm liking Chael in this fight. I haven't seen a lot of Tito. Does he still have what does he have, a
broken skull? You know, I do it all for the fans.
Yes, that's right.
I might not even be able to walk.
That's right.
But when you're talking about Chael, didn't he have that weird speech when he was when coaches on Tough? They was talking about you have to know how to lose or something along those lines. Telling people like losing is a reality, and a lot of people don't think about that. He had some weird speech that I thought you enjoyed.
I really love that one. Yeah,
that
what was it? It was something about yeah, God, I can't remember it now. But I thought it was really good, and you hated it.
Yeah, because I didn't like the way he was talking. It was almost like losing is acceptable, and you have to embrace that you could lose. And I thought, no, like I would go into a fight thinking I'm gonna win, whether or not I do. Isn't like mentally I can't think I'm going in there with the possibility of losing. I think that was what he was trying to say. Like, you can go in there and think I could lose this, and I would never think that. Like, I would go in like thinking I'm gonna win, So
well, he seems like the kind of guy who gets anxiety about the fact that he has to win. So it's like he in his brain he's turning it the other way and saying the worst possible outcome is I could lose. That's not so bad, and I took it as like you have to be willing to accept that reality of losing in order to not worry about it. So that because you know there's always a out. You know, you can always quit. You can always do this or do that. So yeah, I don't know, man. He's old. Tito's old. Bellator.
And Chael has been drug tested because they're fighting in California. So he's been random drug tested, and he passed. I don't know how stringent said tests are.
Yeah, right.
But I want to say Chael's pharmacy is probably better than Tito's. I don't know.
He's a lot smarter than Tito. Like by probably a.
You taking Chael? I'll take Tito.
I'm taking Chael all day.
Spite.
I'm taking Chael via submission. I think.
Okay.
I think he would.
I don't know.
Submit Tito.
Maybe I'll take. Fucking Ortiz by submission. Take that. I'll take him by triangle. Remember, he almost triangled Leota in that fight.
He did.
At the end.
Yes.
He slipped out.
Is this free to watch, by the way?
Yeah. No one's paying for anything Bellator related.
Maybe.
Unless you have Fedor. I don't even think there's a fight that fucking Bellator could make that anybody would pay for. I think the other pay-per-view they did was just disastrous.
Yeah, that's a Friday night card, right?
Yeah, they don't have the talent right now to be able to dictate anything on pay-per-view. I mean, they're working on it, and I applaud that, but I just don't see it. What else you got? News.
Well, I was reading that Nevada Athletic Commission is going to consider removing cannabinoids from the prohibited list.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Which is interesting to me because, as you know, Nick Diaz got a huge suspension.
Yeah, he almost got life for 5 years, and then you know, how many hundreds of thousands? I think that was his third one, too. And the other ones were just so aggressive when he fought Gomi and beat him and like all this other shit. Fuck you, Nick Diaz. We think you were high. We think you were high during the fight, and that's why you were able to tolerate so much pain. Like, no. I think this is a good thing because all the other sports pretty much just don't test for it. And I don't know why MMA has to have the strictest drug testing policy. And especially when it comes to something like weed that's natural, it shouldn't be an issue. It should be a non-issue.
Yeah, because it looks like, I forgot about this, but Nevada voted to legalize recreational use of an ounce or less of marijuana by individuals.
So much.
It's a lot of weed. It's taking like a long time to get through that.
Yep.
Not that I know anything about that. I'm just saying.
Me neither. Don't do drugs.
No, drugs are bad. But do you think that if they do this, the other commissions will follow suit and it will just be a across the board thing?
How it should be. Everyone always says Nevada is the pinnacle of the athletic commissions. So I think everyone should follow suit. Why not?
This will be every sport. Boxing, MMA, whatever, wrestling, whatever the fuck.
It's not hurting anybody. I think as long as you're not high going in there.
Oh, come on, man.
Not a problem.
Nothing wrong with
Unless you want to do pride roll.
Maybe BJ Penn was high last time he fought.
He could have been. I got this new stance. Oh, working good. It's going to be the best ever. So disappointing.
What do you got, Matt? I got a couple.
There's a couple of things. The first one, you know, Dana White offered Mayweather and Conor McGregor $25 million each to have a boxing match.
Yeah.
Now, here's the guy who said, oh, this fight's never going to happen. Now he's throwing some bait out. I don't know if it's real or not. It seems like Owen will also get a cut of the pay-per-view. And Mayweather says, yo.
Is this MMA or boxing?
Boxing.
Oh.
And Mayweather said, was he a comedian? You know, just look at my watch. And I think he had a $250,000 watch on. So Dana White says, listen, if you're going to keep spending money like that, you're going to need to get paid again. You know, you can't just keep burning it off. But I think we both are under the assumption, like, if it's a boxing match, Mayweather will clearly win. If it's an MMA fight, Conor McGregor will win. But here's the scenario I'm throwing around. So what if they do the boxing match, but they do it in an octagon and they wear MMA gloves? Then who do you favor?
Wow.
Because that seems like we're going to level the playing field a little bit.
Can they get that sanctioned?
Why not?
I don't know. I thought there was rules.
There's rules, but they do fucking Muay Thai in a cage with the MMA gloves. Why can't you do a boxing match? Special rules.
It becomes a different story because Mayweather is more of a counterpuncher, right? And I know he's good.
Well, you don't have the big-ass boxing gloves to defend the punches, right?
What is that going to do for him? Because he can't cover his friggin' dome.
And get hit with a 4-ounce fucking glove from Conor McGregor.
I like where you're going with this.
This is where I think we should do it because obviously we can't do a boxing match straight up. We can't do an MMA match straight up. So do it in an octagon so you also will have a harder time cutting someone off. And with the tiny-ass gloves. Let's see what happens. I think that's a more entertaining fight. And then the UFC could also do a full card of fights and then have that as the main event. Charge me $100.
I'm in.
I don't like saying that. I'm not buying UFC at 208 yet. I'm still on.
I'm in. I like it. Boxing with MMA gear and...
Yeah, do you wear shoes or not?
Are we talking 10 rounds here?
Yeah, I feel like you got to do it. You got to do it the same as boxing.
Like a conglomeration of chaos.
But that could be a problem for Conor. Maybe you have to do five threes.
That's only 3-minute rounds?
Do 5 threes. Just like a... I don't know if you want to do 5 5s or 5 threes, but whatever it is, it's got to be something. So we're kind of finding a middle ground between MMA and boxing.
5 3-minute rounds. It's only 15 minutes. We need more than that, man. Oh, I don't know. I think, wow. What if Mayweather surprises everybody and sleeps Conor in this and just looks like a world beater with these fucking tiny gloves? He's like even more fast. This is crazy. He's like, I'm doing MMA career. No, the takedown game is tough. So no takedowns. Can they clinch?
No clinch.
Oh, okay. And I would probably favor Mayweather.
It'd be a closer fight, but I think Mayweather will still win. But you never know. Things can happen. I think we're getting a little bit closer to reality of that happening.
Really?
If Dana White's throwing out numbers, we're before he was just saying it's just bullshit. It's never going to happen. And now if he's actually throwing a number out, we're getting closer. And I think that's more to the point of they're realizing we're running out of stars, right?
Yeah.
We got to do some weird shit. You want a freak show fight? Let's put it together.
Give me the freaks.
Yep.
I like it too.
What else you got?
Well, as you remember a while back, Mark Hunt had threatened to sue the UFC for the whole shenanigans of UFC 200 with Brock Lesnar's, you know, failed drug testing. And he has now followed suit and went ahead and sued them and Brock Lesnar. Mark Hunt versus UFC doping lawsuit. There's a 27-page filing.
Yeah, I read through some of it. It's
I did too.
Interesting.
Yes, he alleges a conspiracy between the UFC, Dana White, and Brock Lesnar to allow Brock Lesnar to compete at UFC 200 while on performance-enhancing drugs without facing any repercussions until after the fact, which is what exactly happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, what do you think? Like, any credibility?
Well, it's a civil lawsuit, which I thought he should have filed when he was talking about, I want all of Brock Lesnar's money.
Mm-hmm.
Though, one thing that some people were pointing out is that, why didn't he include USADA in that? And they were the ones who were testing, and they were the ones who gave him the exemption. The things I worry about is that, you know, what repercussions is Mark Hunt going to face from the UFC? Obviously, he's got a fight set up against Alistair Overeem.
Lifetime ban!
But I feel like this one's going to get settled out of court, and someone's going to throw a shit ton of money at him. Maybe Brock, maybe the UFC in conjunction, but I'd imagine he'll just get $1 million just sent off and then just shut up. Because this is going to blow up to a bigger issue if he keeps pushing it. And I don't know, somewhere I feel like someone's going to get a fucking needle in the poop chute. Because Mark Hunt doesn't like needles in the poop chute. I feel like he's gonna win. I will hope that the UFC doesn't fucking blackball him. And,
they might.
You know, he's got this fight coming up, but he may just sit on the sidelines for another year or whatever until the UFC says, fine, we'll let you go. But again, a guy who's at the tail end of his career, I think he should get some money from that. Because I forgot, someone else was making a point where, I think it was Ariel Hawani was saying, why is it when a guy misses weight, you know, you pay X amount to the other fighter, so maybe 20, 25%, whatever it is, to the other fighter.
Yeah.
But when you test positive for performance-enhancing drugs, you don't pay anything to the other fighter. You pay it all to a commission.
Because they're greedy bitches and they want their money.
Right, but that needs to change.
Why would that happen, Matt? It's all about making that money for the courts and the people's. And
but it's the same thing. Like, you have an advantage. You have an advantage.
Yeah.
So there should be a percentage paid. And, you know, give, you know, Mark Hunt 20% of Brock Lesnar's $2.5 million. He might be a little happier. He might want to fight all the PED users then.
I can't argue this logic, but that's, you know, not how the world works a lot of times.
I know. Well, hence a lawsuit, and we'll hopefully see something come out of it. I
think he wins.
I think he does too.
Yeah, quietly. He'll win.
Yeah. There's going to be a wink, wink, non-disclosure, and get paid.
Here's your money, shut up.
Got paid.
Thank you.
$4 billion.
More cheeseburgers for me. All right.
What else you got?
Well, my iPad just crashed.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
You're on lockdown. I can throw something at you.
Yeah, I'm done.
Robbie Lawler.
I've been killed. I've been killed.
Oh, no. Robbie Lawler leaves American Top Team. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah.
Seriously, why?
That's what I'm wondering. This is
going?
weird because I didn't think he was having such a, you know, I know he got starched by Woodley, but I don't think that was, you know, it's not a trend. These things kind of happen, right? One fight is not a trend to say, oh, fuck, I need to get another look, right?
But he never said where he's going. He's just going to leave.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, he hasn't looked the same. I feel like the last few fights have taken a lot of miles off him.
Maybe that's it, too.
He's in that GSP territory where, you know, George had taken so much damage in the last 2-3 fights of his that we've seen him in his career. More so than any other fight combined, you know, and perhaps it's finally starting to wear on him, and he's getting to that point where he's like, I got to change up something. His body looks different. You know, I don't know what's going on there, but maybe it's a mutual thing, or maybe they're like, hey, you know, it's time for you to sail off in the sunset, sir.
Take some time off.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Got his dome wrecked, you know, how many times now?
Well, I mean, it's like, every time you see him fight, him and Roy McDonald, you're going, how many years are these guys shaving off their legs?
Yeah,
how much CTE can you get? How much CTE can one person get? I mean, you just said you saw the Concussion movie finally.
It was disturbing. I know that it was, obviously it's a movie and Will Smith's involved, so they're going to make it. But there's validity to a lot of what that movie had said, and it's scary, man, because the way they describe it, and I've done some studies on CTE, reading these journals and things, and they don't have a fucking clue. Like, it could just pop up all of a sudden, and boom, you're going nuts. Like, your brain doesn't work.
Sniffing what?
Ammonia. Yeah. I had to Google that. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? He's sniffing. Why is he sniffing ammonia? That's weird. And then I looked it up, and I said, oh, this is a thing in the NFL. Apparently, a lot of guys, Michael Strahan had a big thing about that, saying that he used to do that before games, and it's a common thing because it gets your system jacked up, and you're ready to go. You can breathe. Open up
it's like smelling salts then,
yeah.
Right?
How good is that for you?
I don't know. It's like sniffing paint thinner in college.
Can't be good, Matt. Should we try this?
Maybe. I don't know.
Right before
an artist as a friend. Like, hey, what do you got in here? Paint thinner? Let me smell that. You got permanent markers? Look, let me smell those too.
Hey, man.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
It's a good movie, by the way. If you guys have an hour and a half to kill, 2 hours. It's a good, pretty decent film. Yeah, it was disturbing, and I think it's only a matter of time before MMA follows, you know, the NFL and all this stuff, where guys are going to start popping up and doing crazy shit, like shooting themselves or getting, you know.
Well, I think you're seeing some of that if you look at some of the guys that are getting a little crazy. You go to the War Machine and Mayhem Miller, right?
Yep.
I mean, it's going to come up more and more. It's just we don't have that many fighters, so you have a smaller sample size compared to the NFL. I don't know how many players those guys have. You want to talk about one league versus the UFC, who is 550, or even all of MMA. Like the major leagues, you 1,000 maybe.
30 teams, 50. It's about the same. 30 teams, 52-man roster. What is that? 1,500.
A lot of people can go. Yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah. But gosh, the brain is such a mysterious thing. It's baffling to me that in this day and age, it's almost like the deep sea. It's not been fully studied and discovered and understood yet. There's so much shit going on up here that makes no sense to people who are extremely bright. And it's kind of scary when you think about it, because once you fuck this up, they don't know, they can't do anything for you. Like, sorry, dude.
The one organ that nobody has a fucking clue of. How do we fix this thing? Can we just jam some stem cells in?
No, cannot.
Let's drink some blood. Let's be vampires.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that shit. It's sad. But, you know, we like our brutality. Gotta have
I'm never going to give it up. And I think the fighters kind of understand what they're getting into, but this goes back to everyone needs to get paid more, because if you're going to make the sacrifice, at least in the NFL or the other major sports, I'd say more the NFL, that you're getting compensated. I don't know if it's adequately, but at least a lot higher. If the NFL is like touching the ceiling and MMA is on the fucking floor, as far as how much you're going to get paid. And I think the NFL probably has a afterlife type program where after you retire, aren't they getting some sort of compensation these days?
Now they are. They weren't before.
Right. The MMA, fuck no. Hence union, hence association. So
should be some insurance or something.
Yeah. Hopefully all that stuff's going to come here in 2017. Did you see UFC 207 was rumored to do 1.1 million buys?
I saw that. I'm shocked.
I know. Does that mean Ronda is such a huge star and people were jonesing for her?
Yes, I think she is, and I'm shocked. I figured way less than that.
I mean, I guessed about 800,000. I didn't think it was going over 1 million, so I was like, whoa. So with that being said, do you think Ronda's coming back?
No.
Really?
No.
Think she's done?
She's over with.
And I saw some pictures of her floating around and go, have you seen these?
She looks a little thick. Yeah, I've seen those. She looks not so cut anymore. It's
wood bang, not so much.
Well,
same girl.
The thing is weird about Ronda. It's like maybe she just isn't photogenic. Her face seems to get like poofy.
Again, it goes back to that kid on the Goonies.
Yeah. She probably
I don't like to disparage the lady, but
like, I need fried chicken, donuts.
She just goes on a bender. Give me beer. you know,
I
2
get
weeks.
stoned and eat.
Right.
But at
And
the
just
same
wait
time,
till Travis Brown loses his fight. Then what?
well,
I don't know.
Gotta do that.
And if I'm going to taint everybody with those pictures, let me taint you with these pictures.
there's something better.
So there's a little eye candy. So there's this girl, Rachel Ostovich, who fought at Invicta 21, who dressed
damn.
up like Wonder Woman. I didn't know they built fighters like this.
Those are some nice undergarments.
Yes.
And Jesus saves, according to the guy in the back.
Joe Martinez.
He does.
Yes, he does.
I'm thinking that's.
And that's crazy when you can make Natasha Kingsbury look not attractive because the fighter looks hotter than the ring card girl.
She got some big old melons.
Yeah. So
How did she get anything done with that?
I don't know. I don't even know if she won her fight. I just saw that picture tweeted out. I said, whoa.
All right, I got my thing.
Okay,
back.
go ahead.
So we just had an event. Jared Torgeson had a 5-round battle with Thiago Silva, and he posted the aftermath.
Oh
of
my
said.
Lord.
And
Uriah Faber-ish in his leg kick
These are
defense.
inside leg kicks. They say leg kicks
Wow.
do not do damage. Look at that fucking
I say
leg.
they do damage.
It's
I've
brutal.
always been a proponent of the leg kick.
Brutal. Just, I mean, the man probably can't walk today.
Yeah, you gotta send me that picture so I can throw it in here.
Okay. Jared.
Wow.
Yeah, it's horrible. I mean, he got fucking lit up. And I don't, you know, it's hard to judge that because it takes a while, but you know, you remember Faber.
Yeah, he couldn't walk.
Right.
And I still feel that Jose Aldo let him off the hook because I feel he could have finished Faber with leg kicks in that fight, but he had too much respect, so he let off the gas in the end in like the 5th round because Faber couldn't even sit down. I think between round 4 and 5, maybe even between 3 and 4, and then he kept having to change his stance and fuck.
He's like,
that guy's so tough. That's the kind of guy that breaks both his hands. And what does he do? I'm throwing elbows. I'm throwing elbows the rest of the fight. Crazy. I don't understand this. What's that?
My internet's dead. It's all good.
We hit, you should still be good for another half hour. What else do I got?
I got nothing.
I'm moving along. Maybe I'll say this one. There was a woman at this Invicta event too. Celine, I don't know the last name, Haga. She choked out Amy Montenegro unconscious at the bell, and she lost the fight by decision.
What? How? Can you be saved by the bell in MMA?
You shouldn't be. I think Big John McCarthy said if you cannot walk back to your corner, the fight is over.
Right.
And she was clearly out. I know you can't see it here, but
I see a lot of ass.
I just anytime I got
There's a lot
an
of
opportunity to put, and there's like a nice GIF of that on the internet. You should guys check that out.
Nice ass.
I'll just post that up there. But it's weird. Like how as a ref, if someone's fucking choked unconscious, can you not call the fight?
I know.
And then earlier in the fight, the other girl, I guess, tapped to an armbar right after the bell rang. So it was just awkward fight altogether. Probably a fight that's going to get overturned. Definitely appeal, but we'll see what happens with that. Last thing I have for news is Edmond Tarverdyan settled his bankruptcy case for $160,000.
Oh.
Super lucky. Because you don't fuck around with like the government and bankruptcy, and you're lucky they ruled in your favor. It's beautiful, champ.
Looking good.
Yeah, more of the same. Moving right along.
Head movement. Fuck.
Or head movement. Head movement.
Yeah.
Astronauts. Would you rather see Jones versus DC2 or Rumble versus Jones?
Rumble versus Jones.
I agree. I think we need to see new, not old. And again, did GSP face better competition than Anderson Silva? I can pull up
Trying to remember
records here.
my first instinct is no, but you know,
my computer will pull it.
I'm gonna say no. I think Anderson faced better competition.
I'm trying to open shit. I'm having computer problems.
It could just be
too.
your internet in general is fucked.
No, my internet's working. It's just super slow. But when I looked at this earlier, I was kind of impressed at the records of each guy. So GSP. So I'll just run through his fights. So you had Johnny Hendricks, Nick Diaz, Carlos Condit, Jake Shields, Josh Koscheck, Oh my God, computer. Today, Junior, not responding. You would have Matt Hughes in there. Thiago Alves.
Yep.
I look at the walls. We're waiting.
DJ Penn, bunch of
Yeah. A handful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, this is fucking killing the show. I'm gonna edit.
It's not killing the show. Mayhem Miller?
This.
No, did he fight Mayhem Miller? No, he didn't.
Yeah,
he did, didn't he?
early on.
Yes.
Wow, my fucking computer broke.
Viruses everywhere.
I was gonna read down the list of who everyone fought, but Jesus Christ.
Who do you need? I'll find it.
Anderson Silva and GSP. My computer's just like, fuck you. Maybe the internet is gone. I'm gonna fucking throw my computer into the wall. That's what I'm gonna do.
You're not gonna
The answer is GSP, but it would have been nice to read down the list of each guy. Oh, I wonder why. Is it Sherdog?
My internet's working. Hold on, I'm back. I'm back! Anderson Silva, you got, for Anderson Silva's fights, you got, what? Okay. Are you kidding me? Yeah, Anderson Silva. Okay, Daniel Cormier, Michael Bisping, Nick Diaz, Chris Weidman twice, Stephan Bonner, Chael Sonnen, Okami, Vitor Belfort, Chael Sonnen again, Damian Maia, Forrest Griffin, Thales Leites, Patrick Cote, our favorite one. We saw that in Chicago. James Irvin, that was a 205, like 5-second finish. Submission by Dan Henderson, Rich Franklin, Nate Marquardt, Travis Luter, Rich Franklin again, Chris Lieben, Tony Frickland, and then there was a bunch of others. But
yeah.
I'm liking GSP's resume much better, actually, now that I think about it. Gosh. That is crazy.
Yeah. You never think it until you see it.
Right.
Move along. Who's a better sensei, Steven Segal or Coach Edmond Tarverdyan?
Edmond for sure. Dude, how much more money did Edmond make than fucking Segal?
I would put my money on Segal. With all the shitty movies that guy made. But I'm sure he's like a multi-bazillionaire.
Probably.
Is he a Scientologist?
Is he like? No, I don't know.
He might as well be.
Is he like the above the law syndication?
Yes.
You know?
I'm sure. All that. And his cop show, whatever it is. Law Dog. Or whatever. Steven Seagal. Law Dog.
There you go.
Matthew Moska asks, if BJ gets the win, what's next for him? And the same question for Rodriguez.
He didn't get the win.
Well.
So.
What's next for BJ? Did we say that? Yeah, I think he should fight again. Dennis Seaver. Rodriguez was ranked number 10. I feel like he should fight Charles Oliveira. That was my answer for both these guys.
I like that.
Oliveira is ranked 7. And I think with Yair, let's ease him in. Let's not jam the guy right into a title shot. Like he looks awesome, but let him develop more. He's still super young.
23 or something. Right?
Yeah. Cody Burgess asks, how do you feel about the money fight movement, and what does it do for the legitimacy of the sport?
I love it. I think it's the best ever. We need some excitement.
Do you?
I don't care about legitimacy. They fucking unlegitimize it by all this bullshit, Nazism and fucking socialist.
Nazism?
Reebok, fucking whatever. I hate it. I think I'm all for the money fights. It's the one thing we got left, Matt. What else do we have? Do we have anything else? We have Cyborg scissoring with Gina Carano and Kat Zingano.
Okay.
3-way scissoring.
Okay. I'm good for that.
Yes.
I'm kind of not okay with the money fights. I was thinking about this. Unless it's Conor McGregor. I'm okay with Conor doing it for some reason, but I have a problem when Tyron wants to do it. I think it's because you need to start defending
I see how it is,
more.
Matt.
I'm against the black man.
You don't like the black man, do you?
Maybe. I'm
nice.
Semi-racist. No. Probably.
Only filling the waist down.
Yeah. I'm black. Only where it matters, right?
Right.
Who else is the other guy calling out money fights?
Money fights?
Yeah. Been a lot. Fucking Ferguson. Khabib Nurmagomedov. I think those two are finally going to have a fight, I think, at UFC 209. And Ferguson was trying to call out for more money. And Nurmagomedov said, I'll give you fucking $200,000 of my own money. Let's just get this shit done. Like, no, like the UFC pay up. You signed a contract. I think that's where the problem is, but it still goes back to the UFC sells for $4 billion. Everybody wants to get paid, so
Yeah.
can I fault them? If everyone was getting paid more, this would be a non-issue.
Right.
You know, people would just fight in their division. You wouldn't have to go outside of it. So it's kind of the UFC's fault.
I agree.
Damon Stacey asked, do you think Ronda Rousey will be inducted into the Hall of Fame someday?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I
Have
think
to.
she did some good shit for the sport. She got a lot of female eyeballs on the sport. Got into places that I don't think any UFC fighter was before. I think she was the first one on all these talk shows, right? On a regular basis. Conan, Ellen, whatever, all the late night bullshit. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And Enrico Machado will close it out. He says, it's time. Pound sign Nuts Rule. Pound sign Matt Rape Train. Pound sign English Sugar Daddy.
Yes.
Who is a better singer, Elvis Presley or Michael Jackson?
Dude, really? Michael Jackson, hands down.
Yeah. Pants down.
Pants down, too.
Only if you're under 13.
You're going.
And your first name is Corey.
I'm thinking more like under 9.
I was too old. My assessment of
right,
Mr.
like, hey,
Jackson.
time
I
out.
got too much street cred.
You remember
right
when
there.
he fucking hung that baby over the balcony? That was like
He's baller. He's like Steve Irwin holding a baby over alligators.
Feel
What's
this,
the
man.
difference? Who got more shit? Irwin or Jackson? I think
don't know.
Jackson did.
That was too
Because
good.
he's more popular.
Yeah. Yeah, that man has a voice. I don't care what you say about him personal life-wise. I mean, the guy can fucking sing his ass
The
off.
songs still hold up.
Yes, they do.
Presley, I can never listen to that shit. My mom loved Elvis Presley. I fucking cannot stand that
That's the
shit.
hips, man. Something with the hips.
No, it's not even the hips. I'm not even visually seeing him. I'm just listening to it. It's just fucking hillbilly nonsense to me. Just garbage.
But the
just
women
trash.
like him because the hips, man. Like a man's man.
The first guy that could move on TV. Oh my God.
TCB, baby, taking care of business.
I guess. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Or wait, peanut butter
Fried
and bananas, right?
Peanut butter, banana.
It's
sandwich.
actually really good.
I've
I
had
give
it.
credit for
I've
that.
made it. Oh, it's delicious.
God damn it.
It's the best
See?
ever.
No,
I even go one step further. Peanut butter, Nutella, banana,
Oh, now you're
fucking
getting
butter
ridiculous.
on both sides. Fry that shit up, right? Fry it. And I've had it that way. Plus,
Did you beer
dipped in
batter it?
batter and deep
I
fried.
was gonna say beer batter, deep fry it like a goddamn
Yes.
Twinkie that I forced you to eat once.
Oh my God. And then you can dip it in jelly if you want. I'm gonna go
Okay.
crazy.
And powdered sugar on top
Yes.
like a powdered
There you
donut.
go. There you go.
Inject the jelly in like it's a powdered donut.
Oh my God.
And then cover it with the
You're
powdered
like, Art, that's
sugar.
it.
Then you wonder why the guy fucking dies on the toilet after eating all that horse
He
shit.
did die on the
I
toilet.
know, that's a bad... See, I can respect that way of
If I
going.
was eating.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
He
yeah.
had a pill problem, I think, right? Drinking problem, all kinds of problems.
Of course.
Yes. Wow. It's a troubled soul.
Yes. Would you rather have your personality change every day or have your looks change every day?
Looks.
Yeah, I agree with that. You want to be consistent in who you are, how you look. Who gives a fuck? What do I look like today? Okay, I'm an Asian lady today. Sweet.
Right.
I'm not going to leave the house. I'm
This
going to
sucks.
finger bang myself all
That's
day.
right.
Would you rather work your current job for the next year with double pay or have the next year off with normal pay?
Next year off.
Ooh.
Hands down. Easy. That's a fucking no-brainer.
Oh, I'm taking double pay. That's
Are you?
okay. Yeah, I could use double pay. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Fuck, marry, kill, the wrestling edition.
You got
Okay.
pictures?
Oh, yeah. We
Great.
have Brooke, Tessmacher, that's what I'm guessing. And that's her.
Oh, this is wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm looking
Like
at
that. We have Gail Kim.
Okay.
She's so dead.
Uh-huh.
She's dead.
So
And
far.
Maria Kanellis. Coming on. Hang on.
Oh, yeah, dude. Got to marry that one. She looks dirty.
This chick
She's
is
dead.
dead. She's so dead. Gail, fuck you. I'm so sorry.
She's dead.
That doesn't work for
The
me.
first one is going to be fucked. The last
Okay.
one, we will marry. We.
Okay, well,
I
this
shall
will work out. I'll flip flop because I'll marry the first one
Yeah.
and I'll fuck the third one.
Nice.
And that second one is so dead.
So dead.
Just so dead.
Yeah. I like the females that have a little edge to them, you know? Like you don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Like literally they show up and you got to like, you know, you get a little nervous. That's that's a good thing.
That's what you're looking for. I want to be a little bit nervous.
I was like, I got my switchblade like ready in case. Yeah. You never know. I have to cut a fool.
Might have to.
You got knowledge section?
I'm trying to work on it. The fucking slides aren't slow changing.
It's over there, but it's not over here.
No,
it'll just pop up right at the end.
It kind of wants to work. So I read this tweet wrong the other day.
Yes.
It was the Mac Life tweeting out. It says video. How do you read that when you see it?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. I read it as I want to hold both titties at the same time.
You goddamn. It says video. Holly Holm, I want to hold both titties at the same time, and she's pointing up like, woo, woo. Hey, I subscribe to that. If you're gonna hold one, you might as well hold both.
Talking about titles, though, Matt.
No, it's titties in my book. How I see it.
That's how your brain works. I have a couple emails that came through during the week that were similar. It was like a slots promo thing, and I kept reading it as sluts promo. I'm like, wow, what's this? Let me click through that. I'm like, oh, it's fucking gambling. Shit, that's not what I expected.
Yes.
The brain, slots. The male brain.
That's wired. Like remember Elsa when she was in charge of HR at the company I worked at. Mm-hmm. She had sent out an email talking about because our checks were in arrears, so she was saying something like in the rears. She put that in an email to everybody. Mm-hmm. You're taking it in the rears.
Is that like
no, they can't say that. I think she just wanted it in the rears.
The rears. Yeah. Amen.
And that's like Pete. I forgot what his password was. He lost his password and he had to go to HR, and she was in charge of HR, and it was something like, I want a 69 Elsa, and she's in charge of HR, and that was his password. So he had to go to her. That's what the password was, and she's like, here's your password. Like an asshole. You can't write that. I think he probably did that on purpose. He probably changed it and then said, I lost it, so he could go in there to see, hey, so we can get a little 69? You asshole.
Well, since I'm here.
You know, speaking of no one's looking.
I mean, let's close the door.
Yeah.
You know? Shit, man. That's funny.
So we got.
All right, that's been this week's edition of Movie Nuts. My name's Ingo Weigold.
Matt Griffith. Thanks for playing.